Lisa. Hey, how are
Hey,
you?
It is so good to see you as always.
It's nice to see you again as well. I get to see you in
Absolutely.
London, sometimes in New York,
Sometimes.
LA.
Here.
How have you been?
I've been amazing. I'm starting a new job. I've just been in the role for about 6 weeks, so I'm still getting my feet under the table, but it's great to be back in-house and back doing all the things.
That's a big shift. So tell me about the role that you're working on.
So I'm now leading the content factory for Astellas, so I'm back in pharma. So for folks who don't know, I've been in pharma before, so I'm kind of gone back to the dark side, if you like, but it's a really exciting opportunity because DAM is just one big part of the content ecosystem, and I think that's where we're seeing things evolve, is, how does DAM fit with all these other pieces and parts, the capabilities, and I think really important, the services you offer too. So it's not just about black box people can get assets from.
There's more than DAM in
I
life?
know,
What are you
it's
talking
wild.
about? So in the last time that we were here together in London, we talked about how DAM is changing from digital asset management to asset management. And then in New York, we talked about it's just assets. So how else does the DAM touch? What are the systems that are involved?
Oh my gosh, there's so many and they're always growing. And so in pharma, of course, you have to have all of the approval systems. You've got to have the medical legal review and to have those audit trails so that you can really see where everything went. So again, it's all about that trust and that validity and making sure you know what you've got. But then you have to actually be sending those assets out to wherever they need to be.
Someone, right?
Exactly.
That makes sense.
And so it's all over the place. It can be a very closed system in pharma where it might only go to literally one person, or it may go to millions of people around the world, depending on the use case.
I love that. The end user changes and the
It
content has to
does.
change for it.
Exactly.
So
Yes.
you have just started a new role,
Yeah.
and we're on a panel together later.
We are indeed.
We're going to talk about careers and professions in DAM.
Yeah.
What are you looking forward to? What's some preview?
I'm really excited about it. This is something I'm really passionate about, is one, helping people get into the field who are new, but also I'll be a little bit plugging a book I have coming out next year all
There's
about
a book?
DAM. Yes, it's called Digital Asset Management, a guide for students and practitioners, and there is a chapter on careers, and I think it's really important to highlight to people that the careers are not just that librarian job, but that there are lots of different things that you have to think about, different levels, but that there's no one linear path. So it's
Right.
really all about what do you bring to the table, but then also kind of how can you move the table? How can you rebuild the table? So there's a lot of things to really think about when it comes to DAM and careers.
Well, everything's changing, and so
Yeah.
I love how you talked about you have to move it, you have to rebuild it. If you had to share one bit of advice for a young professional or a more junior professional, what would it be?
It's really about thinking about how you are the connector, not just to making the software work or to making the program work, but that you have to get all of these people on board. It's about change management, it's about the governance, and that's really a human thing. It's not just about being able to roll out some new software. It's about getting people to adopt it, getting people to engage with it, and getting constant feedback from your users.
Feedback again and again and again. You need authentic, transparent feedback.
100%. You need to be able to get people to understand why this is important in your organization, not just for your users, but also the people above you who might be signing checks and signing off on new programs, new staff.
I love that. Who are going to build capabilities and support the team.
Exactly that. So you've got to be able to manage up as well as making sure that your users are happy. So you've got to have a broad constituency, and learning how to build that, I think it's not just the technical skills, it's being able to go out and to really get people excited about what you're doing and to really build this broad community. So you have to be able to speak to a lot of different people at different levels and to get them excited. I think that's the other important thing.
I love that. All right, so we're filming today on day one.
We are.
Tomorrow's going to be day two. At the end of the conference, what do you hope to get out of it? And what do you want the people and our colleagues to get out of it as well?
It's such a good question. I think I would love for people to take away some real life case studies, some real life learnings that other people have had, to know what didn't work. In a lot of ways, that's more important than what did work.
Oh, right. Tell us about your failures.
Exactly.
Tell us about how you learned.
Exactly. I think that's hugely important, and I think this is a great, it's a safe space for that, but it's great to learn from people saying, here's what I would have done differently, and I've seen that in a lot of sessions today already, and I think that is great to have that transparency, because I think that drives trust too, is to see people being very open about what didn't work, how you would change that. And so that's something I'm taking away, is, they did that too, it wasn't just me. And you can also feel like, I didn't make this silly mistake, everyone's made this mistake.
It's not just me, you are not alone.
Exactly, you're not alone, there's a community. But I think, again, the next thing is I always want to take away more people's names in my phone and have more people that, if they come visit me in Dublin, I can take them out and all the good stuff. So
all right,
it's such
so
a
everyone's
community.
invited to Dublin.
Everyone's invited to Dublin. I do a really good pub crawl, but everyone's always welcome. And this is the thing, this community is continuing to grow. This is the biggest event I've seen in Europe, so it's really great to see some new faces, as well as familiar friends, but it's also nice to see new people coming up.
All right, well, thank you, Lisa. I look forward to the panel later.
I do too.
Let's kill it.
We are going to be amazing.
All
Rock
right,
it.
you as well. Thank you. Give me a hug.
Here. So excited to see you.